Right, so I like to say Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shah, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS, and salutations to you brothers out there that's doing this work in truth and sincerity. So I want to grab this in the book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24. And the scripture says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the face of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? So when you go into the book of Malachi, chapter 1, let's find out who the wicked is. So this is Malachi 1:1, and I'll just start at the first verse. The burden of the word of Yahweh to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, saith Yahweh, yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith Yahweh? Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom Yahweh have indignation forever. So Esau, Edom, would be the wicked. And the scripture specifically told you in the book of Job 9:24 that the earth was given into the hands of the wicked. So if we look at the world as of today, then how do we identify who the wicked is? Well, it is easy, man. Their faces are showing on every damn thing. It's not really that difficult to tell who the wicked of the earth is. Who came to this land, and they call them I believe conquistadors, which means conquerors. And they came into this land. They took this land from the Native Americans and Hispanics. They brought over here so-called black people and enslaved them, slaughtered them, raped them, burned them alive, experimented on them. So they did to the Hispanics and Native Americans. They did these things, and they go on to other nations and take their resources, put up their people in what they would call leadership or political positions within those lands. Who is doing all these things, man? We cannot deny the fact that these pale-skinned devils are Esau, Edom. Now, that's how you will identify Esau, is by his works. But by skin color is how you would identify them by way of the scriptures. Because not every pale-skinned person on the earth is an Edomite. You have to understand that during a period of time, so-called black people ruled the earth. It's what they will call the Dark Ages. And, like for an example, when you go into the history of the Moors had sex with a lot of pale-skinned women, right? And those women gave birth, and then over time, if her child was to get with another pale-skinned woman, if her child was a son, that son would more likely be an Israelite. And if that son got with another pale-skinned woman, that child would come out, even lighter skin, blue eyes, blonde hair, or whatever, right? But morally pale skin. So you have Israelites that actually looks like them. So this isn't about color, but if we was to identify them by way of the scriptures, this is how we would do it. Now you would say, well, how is it that Job 9:24 and Malachi 1 proves that pale-skinned people are Israelites? Well, that's where Genesis, right, comes into play. Genesis, the 25th chapter. So when you go to Genesis 25 and 21, the scripture says, and Isaac entreated Yahweh for his wife, because she was barren, and Yahweh was entreated of him, and Rebekah his wife conceived. And the children struggled together within her, which, even in a wound, Jacob and Esau was always fighting. And she said, if it be so, why am I thus? So if this be a blessing unto me, why do I have to struggle by having these children, right? And she went to inquire of Yahweh. And the way she went to inquire of Yahweh is that she went unto a prophet. She went into a prophet because a prophet have direct contact by way with an angel to Yahweh, because Yahweh or Yahweh Shah spoke through the angel unto the prophet. You could go into 1 Samuel 9:9 for that, Hosea 12:10, Matthew 10:20. There's many scriptures that proves that. It says, and she went to inquire of Yahweh, and Yahweh said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb. So the Lord created 2 nations of people. So though the Lord created all nations on the earth, he only chose one nation to be of his own. And 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. So Jacob and Esau will be polar opposites, right? We will be polar opposites. And that's actually shown every day, man. You can see the difference in Esau compared to Jake. Jake got rhythm, salt. Jake have created inventions, all sorts of things, while Esau brought death and destruction. 2 polar opposites. It says, and the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. It says, when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb, and the first came out red. Now, why did it come out red? Did he come out red like Hellboy? Did he come out red like Hellboy when Hellboy came from a different dimension? He was just red as shit. Now, so was Esau born the same way? No. The reason why they say he was red, if you went to go see the birth of a so-called white child, if you went to go see the birth of a so-called white child, a pale-skinned baby, they're crying, which would turn their flesh red, a very pinkish color. If you have conversations and you are amongst like pale-skinned people, and their emotions are going, they turn red, man. Shit, you could run into pale-skinned people who ain't even showing no type of emotion, and they just red as shit. Not even pink, red, man, because their blood showing forth through their skin. So when this child came out, and this child came out crying, of course it would look red because the blood is showing forth through its skin. So it says, and the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. It says, and after that came out Salakia, and after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel. Now they didn't describe how Jacob looked, because everybody on the earth at that point in time were dark-skinned people. So they described Esau because he was different. Oh man, this man, hey, this baby is red all over. Everybody else is dark, but this baby is red. What's up with that? It says, and after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter. Hey, go to your nearby Walgreens, go to your nearby Walmart, right, and go to the section where they have the magazines at. And who you gonna see on the cover with a gun and hunting gear on? It ain't gonna be Jake. It's gonna be these pale-skinned devils, right? It says, and the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field. Who's out there climbing mountains? Who's out there hiking? Who's out there doing all that? The majority of the time is Esau, Edom. You'll have some Jakes out there, but the majority of the time is these pale skins. So it's literally identifying Esau from Jacob. It says, and Jacob was a plain man, dwelling in tents. Like Jake always dwelling on a damn porch. Hey man, you go to Chicago, you come here in Phoenix, a lot of times you're gonna see Jake just chilling on a damn porch, man. Jake just chilling. Ain't out in the world hunting animals and putting animal heads on his damn walls and shit. That ain't Jake. Jake ain't doing that, man. Right? It says, and Isaac loved Esau because he did eat his venison, but Rebekah loved Jacob. So I'm going to end it from there and bring it back, Lord willing. I'm going to say Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shah, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double on to the apostles and elders of GMS, and salutations to you brothers out there that's doing this work. And truth and sincerity, I would say shalom.